What's up, everybody? Just wanted to do a little update. I suck at making videos in front of the camera, so you're not going to see my face very much. This is going to be like the one time I'm giving you my face because I just hate being in front of the camera. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff out there, and I just need to get a little bit of information out real quick. So we're going to turn over to the clutch table, and I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I'm seeing, all the stuff that I've paid for out of my own pocket. This is my opinion, and it's also results that I have from physical testing for more than 300 miles. So, in one kit, I'm seeing a lot of this. Springs gouging into the helix. One that I've ran for over 500 miles. And this helix is actually almost $100 more expensive than this helix, which performs almost the exact same way. Depending on how I set up my primary and clock my secondary, these two helixes function almost identical. It just depends on how I set up the primary weights, the primary spring, which I get multiple primary springs, I get multiple secondary springs, and I have weights from 10 grams all the way up to 22 grams. These are OEM sliders that I've tested, ran. There's aftermarket sliders that I've tested and ran, busted. Sorry, weight blocks. It's one of the reasons why I hate doing videos, because I have to be 100% correct and not say something wrong, or else I've got to go through and re-edit it. But I got bagfuls of different parts, pieces, springs. I got a whole wall that's sitting up there with a bunch more weights, sliders, test blocks, this, that, and the other. But I'm going through spending my hard-earned money to run all of these kits, different variations, find out what's going wrong with what I do like, what I don't like, what kind of spring wear we're getting on this one and that one, different sides depending on how you clock them. So I've got a whole bunch more stuff coming. There's one company that I've spoken with that is 100% into helping me make these clutch kits, what they could be and what they should be. There's another company that I've spoken with, but unfortunately they are not allowed to work with me. So moving forward with them isn't much of a deal that I can do. The new guys out, I like some of their products, some of the things that they've got, mix and match, and I'm able to get good stuff going. But there's a few videos out that show what my 950 can do. And my 950 isn't the one that's been 100% modified. Okay, I run a 2021 950 Sport. It's got clutching, it's got an ECU tune, it's got a $50 exhaust, and then we run a variation of one of the other machines that's got an intake and tuning, which in my opinion it's decent, but there's still some adjustments to be made on. So I'm working with the company that I helped develop the tunes for the 950s. And then I'm also working with other companies to try and develop and change some of the stuff that's going on. And so from the little guy to the medium guy, I can't get with the big guy because that's exclusive. So some stuff going on in the clutching, stuff that can be worked on. Some of the stuff works well, some of the stuff works better than others. There's some of it that's fighting itself. Can't go through and explain very much more about it. There's been talk of people getting sued, and when you're a small guy like me who all I really do is rent machines, and I'm trying to get my hands on some aftermarket parts and accessories just so I can hold my own and have a place in CFMOTO. But there's a lot of stuff that you guys should make sure and pay attention to, keep an eye out for. Anybody that's got a code after their name is not somebody that I would trust for an honest opinion. I mean, if I have a code after my stuff, that means I'm trying to make money off of you. There's one person that I work with that I try and put out a code for. They sell one basic clutch kit, and by all rights it's an antiquated clutch kit. It's one of the original styles. Changing a little bit of the spring and the primary that goes in it would make a little bit of a difference and help bring it up to speed. But it's basically one of the kits that I was suggesting way back when I started. So keep an eye on your wallet, because everybody wants in it. There's a few guys out there that aren't trying to just make money off of you, and they're probably the ones that seem abrasive. They seem rude, because we see a lot of people out here, because we are the same as everybody else out here. We're riders. I'm trying to be competitive in my area, and I've met a lot of resistance on what I do, what I want, because some people say that people don't ride the way I do. Well, I've proven that I ride the way I do. I've proven that I can take 4 different clutch kits and mix and match them together to get what I need out of them for the best performance. When you see me running sand drags, when you see me running 700-foot hill climbs in the sand, or even my machine banging right next to a YXZ, that YXZ isn't a stock YXZ. It's got a tune. It's got an aftermarket exhaust. It's got a light flywheel. The guy that drives it does not want me to beat him. We are the most competitive too when we get out there. So know that anything you see coming out of me in my area is something that I've been putting a lot of time and my own personal money into. And I'm really trying to keep my head above water and keep moving and get stuff going for you guys. But there's 2 things I gotta fight. A, it's a budget. Nobody wants to give me anything for free. You see a cage on my machine, you can guarantee that cage costs me twice what it's going to cost you. When I'm driving out of state, dropping machines off, picking them up, going to these 700-foot hills, running Idaho, Oregon, Moses Lake sand drags, that's all time and money coming out of my pocket. During the winter, I don't make any money. We're a rental company. People don't rent side-by-sides and 4-wheelers in the wintertime. And as far as the rentals go, they smash our machines more than we make money off of them. So anything you see coming from me is a guy that's just trying to show things and educate people, because I know what it's like to spend your money and not get what you want out of it. So I'm sure I'll get a whole bunch of crap for this, but it's just going to be a quick explanation of me and what I do. Alright guys, have a good one.